What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. One of the best franchises of all time. In fact, one of the possibly last franchises to not be ruined, I tell you, is the Harry Potter franchise series of movies, books. I mean, yeah, the last couple of Fantastic Beasts movies were lackluster, but not ruined. Now, that is unless, of course, you are a modern audience member, in which case you probably hate J.K. Rowling with a passion. But if you're just an everyday normal person understands that J.K. Rowling is a protector of women's rights and an acknowledgement that not all men are toxic and we have two genders. And even if you want to transition back and forth between those two, you should probably keep the kids out of it while you're doing that. So, and because of that, speeches and more, when Hogwarts Legacy came out, the game was announced and it came out, and it was set to be in the 1800s. Ooh, it got a lot of flack and it got some boycotts, which, of course, now in hindsight, they admit this is a whole Cope article from 2023 talking about how all it did was draw more people to the series and about how JK should have kept her mouth shut because if you share their politics, you're allowed to talk. If you don't share their politics, but you should just keep your mouth shut. And she went on to say that Harry Potter no more belongs to J.K. Rowling than Lord of the Rings belongs to J.R.R. Tolkien. So that should show you how dumb this writer is, because Tolkien is Lord of the Rings and vice versa, and Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling are one and the same. The world comes from her mind. So Warner Brothers, of course, saying that game, because it came out, it was great, and even had a trans bartender that everyone wanted to make a big deal about. Like, it's so ironic that the modern audience that wanted to cancel J.K. Rowling for daring to say that women, biological women, exist and need their own protected spaces. Here we go with the trans character in the game. This was the Serona. She is the bartender for Three Broomsticks. Yeah, she has a moment where it took a while for people to realize that I was a witch, not a wizard. She's actually a well-done character. It's fine. It was the least offensive, and it's like whatever. But just goes to show you, yeah, they will put it in anything. But that being said, they will put it in anything. Giggity. The ideology, it did come out super successful, and now the chief financial officer is saying that it is their biggest priority, which is great. So during the appearance of Bank of America 2024 Communications and Entertainment Conference, Variety reported that that CFO said, obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities in a couple of years down the road. And by that means it should be being made right now. So there is certainly a significant growth contribution from that business. And by the way, this goes on to talk about the absolute loss, dump, 200 million impairment charge because of what happened with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We've heard from them that the game's revenue declined 41% because of that, and that at this point they have ended up basically firing the majority of people at Rocksteady. Over here, like half at this point, if you go over to their Q&A. Because of the negative outcome of Suicide Squad, it ate a lot of the property, a lot of the profits from Hogwarts Legacy. But it was such an overwhelming success that you can't deny. And you can see that even just now. I mean, refresh, 26,000 people currently. I mean, it's a weekend, but still. But even in the past 24 hours, 28,000, all time of 527,000. That should again go to show you how impressive that 2.4 million for Black Myth Wukong was. But we originally had heard that there was supposed to be a Hogwarts Legacy TV show reportedly in development. And I'm actually now thinking in hindsight that the TV show they were actually hearing about being made was the Harry Potter TV series that's due to hit in 2026 and it's like a 10-year run if you get those kids young at like 11 or 12 and do every single year a season. That's 8-9 years, depending on how you do it. If you do wrap up, that's a decade of Harry Potter content. Video games are going to be paramount to that. And a Harry Potter game is, of course, going to be a big one, not just a continuing of the past Hogwarts Legacy. This time for a modern day, you're going to have to do the entire series again over with all the new technology and make it look like the new actors. That right there. Warner Brothers could survive just on Harry Potter stuff as long as they don't mess it up and start doing things for the modern audience. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. Will you be playing? Have you played Hogwarts Legacy? Will you be picking it up? And do you look forward to a sequel? What do you think about the TV show coming out? Are you glad that JK is a part of it, or do you think it's a detriment? Either way, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, share, and sub if you have done that. Thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And
well, bye.